guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with some holiday season unpopular opinions. I figured that this would be a good kind of off-topic video to post for you guys since the holidays are literally right around the corner, depending on, if you celebrate or not, but I still figured this might be fun. So if you're interested in hearing my holiday unpopular opinions, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so let's just start at the top. I don't know how many I'm going to list off. I didn't count ahead of time, and I don't really feel like it matters, but I want to start at the top with, I thought of this one, honestly, because a few weeks ago when I was looking at the Doherty Dozens TikTok to see what good old Alicia was up to, I saw that they went on this like Polar Express train. I hate the Polar Express. Like, I don't hate it with a passion, but I just don't like the Polar Express. I feel like it's one of those Christmas movies that's totally overhyped, and I just don't really understand it. I have seen it once, and that was one too many times for me. But that could also apply to a lot of Christmas movies. I also don't watch the, like all of those Hallmark holiday movies, not really my thing. I know that some people love the Hallmark Christmas movies, and that's all that they watch the entire month of December. But Polar Express is right up the top for me of Christmas movies that I can't stand. Okay, so the next one, I'm sure that this will ring a bell because I literally just talked about the sad beige Christmas in that video I did a couple weeks ago of the influencer that spray painted her child's Christmas tree. But I like color lights over white lights. Cancel me now. I realize it's so controversial, but I love colored lights. In fact, I just recently went on like a little bit of a deep dive because I wanted to buy some of the real 1950s Christmas lights that were in the original box, and I was looking at some of the listings. I'll throw some photos for reference. I love those big, colorful, old lights. They're my favorite, and obviously they're my favorite because that's what I grew up with. So if you grew up having white lights, then maybe that's, your favorite because it ties in with your childhood. But I feel like colorful lights are superior. Next, let's talk for a second about my issue with Elf on the Shelf. And I can already hear the parents that participate in the Elf on a Shelf thing. They're going to be just so upset at this. But I think that some parents take the Elf on the Shelf way too far. I have seen children on TikTok that are being traumatized because of the Elf on the Shelf, cutting up their clothing or, making a mess, and then the parents try to blame the kids for it, and it's supposed to be the elf, but the kids are being blamed. I've just seen far too many kids crying, and hey, I realize like kids cry and whatever, but why on earth are you doing this Elf on a Shelf where it's literally like destroying things that your children love? The elf is breaking, toys that they really like and cutting up their clothing. I just don't really understand the Elf on the Shelf thing. I do feel like, maybe it can be cute sometimes, but because of social media, I feel like parents are going way overboard and they are willing to literally traumatize their children for clicks and views on social media, and I find the whole thing bizarre. Now, I don't know if this is going to be an actual unpopular opinion or if a lot of y'all will agree with me, but I think we need to do away with the Christmas decorations only belong up after Thanksgiving thing. And I realize that a lot of people have changed that and they've started to decorate November 1st or November 15th or, Thanksgiving Day. Everybody does something a little different, but there for a while that was such like you have to decorate after Thanksgiving. It can only be after Thanksgiving. Those are the rules. And I just never really understood that, because if decorating for Christmas on November 1st is going to make you happy and put you in a better headspace for the holiday season, go for it. Why are we policing when somebody puts up their Christmas tree? Why do you care so much? Do whatever during the holiday season is going to make it more survivable for you, put you in a better headspace. And if seeing the Christmas lights for, 2.5 months is going to make you happy, go for it. Get rid of the, day after Thanksgiving thing. It's nonsense to me. My next unpopular opinion is I really don't like Christmas music. I know. I know so many people love Christmas music and they look forward to it all year. People love the Mariah Carey and, Ariana Grande holiday music and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I can't stand Christmas music. I think that it is mediocre at best and overhyped and overused on social media. If I hear one more social media video with a Mariah Carey Christmas song, I am going to literally shut my phone off until January 1st. Next thing is that for children, getting the magic of Christmas within reason should not be attached to a price tag. The reason I want to talk about this is because I came across this video and I shared it on my Instagram of this mom who went to her child's school and they were having the little kids meet Santa, and you had to pay $5 to meet Santa. Some of the kids didn't have money, and she ended up going to take cash out so that all of the kids in her daughter's classroom could meet Santa. I understand fundraising efforts, and I think that's wonderful, but why are we charging children to meet Santa Claus? Literally, like, the kids believe in Santa. That is the guy that they want to meet all holiday season long. And if they can't come up with $5, then they don't get to participate. To me, it broke my heart. Like, I was so happy that she paid for the whole class to be able to participate, but it really made me question, like, these are little kids. Like, why are we asking them to have $5? And why is the school not picking that up? Why is that responsibility put on the kids? And now they have to go home and ask their parents. And what if they forget? Then they don't get to participate. I don't know. Like, I just don't think that we should be expecting children to come up with money to do something as simple as meet Santa, especially, the last couple of years. This year, I know for sure, money is really hard for some families. It is extremely tough. And if meeting Santa is going to give them a little bit of holiday cheer and make their Christmas a little bit more magical, that should be able to be done with a $0 fee.
My third grader school is doing a fundraiser today where the kids get to take pictures with Santa, and it's $5 for each kid. And she forgot her money, and so I was gonna just run by the school and drop off money for her. And we live in a underprivileged area, and I started thinking about all the kids who maybe didn't even ask their parents for money. So I called the teacher, and she said that when she explained it was $5, a lot of them just stopped being excited. They were excited for Santa to come, but then to meet Santa and to take a picture was $5. So they were like, oh, cool. Anyway, we're trying to save money right now, but I just decided that Eleanor's whole class should get to meet Santa. And so I just pulled out a bunch of cash and just took it to the school, because I was that kid that didn't even want to ask. And I wanted them to feel the magic of Christmas, even if it was just $5. And that's what Christmas is all about. I just want everyone to know that if you can pay it forward, you should. And Merry Christmas, and that's it.
Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the Christmas shows that churches put on. You know, y'all already know I have many opinions about churches, specifically mega churches. And I came across this TikTok. A lot of people were talking about it, and it's a church in Texas that put on a Christmas show that literally looked like a concert. The production cost on this, I have no clue what an estimate would even be, so I'm not going to guess, but it has to be tens and tens of thousands of dollars. They put on this huge spectacle, and I don't know, I look at the way that these mega churches spend their money on stuff like this, while simultaneously there are people that are homeless and have no food within a 50-foot radius of their church. But you have churches not paying taxes, number one, and number two, blowing money on things like a Christmas spectacular. Nobody needs that. Why do you need to put on this annoying, obnoxious Christmas spectacular instead of doing what you claim you do, and that is to reach back out to the community to make sure that people are getting what they need to survive? I find the whole idea of these productions put on by mega churches around the holiday season, and they do it other times as well, but especially around Christmas, I find it disgusting that these things happen, and there are so many people. Could you imagine? Let's just say, I said I wasn't going to guess, but I'll guess. Let's just say that it costs them in between $50,000 and $75,000 to put on this show concert that they put on. With that, could you imagine how far $50,000 would get you if you wanted to help your community, to make sure they were fed, to make sure that the unhoused people that are around your church, make sure that they have blankets and winter coats and gloves? Imagine how far that money would go. But you hear them talking the talk and never walking the walk, and that is just one of many of the issues with mega churches, and that's why I say tax the churches. Churches should be paying taxes. That's how I feel. I'm going to move on with my night for now, but I figured that this will be a fun one-off. Leave your unpopular holiday opinions down below. And in the next coming days, I am going to also film my Q&A. I asked y'all for questions, and then I just got completely busy with like real life and work. And so it's still sitting over there. So if you have any questions that you want to ask, go leave it in that comment section, because I'm going to pull that down in a couple days so that I can get to film and actually do what I said I was going to do. I'm a little behind, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.